What's going on, ladies and gents, boys and girls, guardians of all ages, Joker back again, once again, and here we go again, like clockwork, but this time, wow, Bungie, I think you have outdone yourself with the latest community grindfest event, non-event, event. So the Fellwinter's Lie quest went live the other day, and the only lie involved was the promise of good content, of fun, of being engaged. Now, for those of you who don't know, the Lie Quest is a community event quest. In the vein of Guardian Games, Corridors of Time, the Fractal and Farming for the Imperium Foundation, but the objective this time isn't to waste your life gathering millions of resources, or engage in Bounty Sim 2020, or spend weeks running an overly convoluted maze for nothing. The quest this time around is to do Seraph Tower public events. Millions of them. 9 million of them to be exact. Or at least that's what it started out as. See, the community took one look at this quest, and after the Corridors of Time, after the Fractal and Farming, after Bounty Sim 2020, they said, you know what, no, fuck that shit, something that the community needs to do more often, and Bungie quickly went to work nerfing the quest. In an update, they state, we have made adjustments to the Lie quest and Seraph Tower difficulty. Champions have reduced power levels, and event progression has been slightly tuned. Effective immediately, quest progression has been given a 5 times multiplier, which will be increased to 10 times on the weekend. So credit where credit is due. There was a problem, people didn't like the quest, and Bungie immediately tuned it. Good Bungie, great Bungie, do more of this in the future. However, a good change to a bad event does not change the fact that it's still a bad event. Now, Fellwinter's Lie, the shotgun itself, if the light GG information is correct, will be the shotgun to rule them all. You'll note that it is quite clearly a PvP shotgun. This is kind of important, because right now the Iron Banner is alive. So, Fellwinter's Lie, a shotgun that belonged to an Iron Lord, a shotgun clearly kitted out for PvP, a shotgun that was originally rewarded from the Iron Banner, has nothing to do with the Iron Banner. Now, I know it wouldn't have been much better, but why wasn't there like an either-or option? Like, go play Iron Banner and earn progression, or go play Seraph Towers and earn progression. Well, it's because it's story-related, at least in the loosest sense possible. Not the conspiracy theory that this whole thing was planned so that we'd fail so that Bungie could be like, yes, all according to our marvelous plan. There was no way that you could ever complete the event. And now you have failed, and now the Almighty will destroy the tower. It's because there's a link between Rasputin and Fellwinter that I'm not going to get into. And the best way that Bungie could think of to create content around this relationship was to have us do Seraph Towers to get a shotgun. Okay. They created a quest for this legendary shotgun that is nothing more than an exercise in repetition and the community's ability to deal with bullshit. That isn't just bad game design, it shows a lack of self-awareness on Bungie's part. We hear over and over and over and over again that Bungie is listening. They say it all the time. They've said it to the point of nauseum. But then we have shit like this. After the Fractal and Farming, after Guardian Games, after the Corridors of Time. And before people think that I'm just bitching to bitch or hating to hate, let me ask a question. Which quest format is more memorable? Does anybody think fondly of the Bastion quest? No. But everybody thinks fondly of Whisper of the Worm, of Outbreak Perfected, hell, even Bad Juju. I see this argument a lot that Bungie is just doing their best, that Guardian Games and the Lie quest and the Bastion quest and the remixing of content for every seasonal DLC is just Bungie doing what they can in the time that they have. Bungie has a lot of amazing talent. There's no denying that. They have amazing artists, modelers, sound designers, sound engineers. The boots on the ground, people who build and craft the world that we play in, are fucking amazing. I think it should be fairly clear at this point, the people in the way of Destiny realizing its full potential is management. Like I said, people talk about how Bungie is just doing their best, and how they don't have the manpower to execute projects like they once did. But, and somewhat paradoxically, people tend to, while in one breath exalting the virtues of how hard Bungie is working, and justifying the limitations of what Bungie can do in short periods of time, forget that nobody is forcing Bungie to crunch out content in those periods of time. Nobody. At all. I stand in the camp that I would be more than fine with 2 expansion-style DLCs a year, maybe a big Forsaken one, and then later a smaller Rise of Iron type expansion. Look, while I'm looking forward to getting Fellwinter's Lie and the sheer chaos that's going to throw PvP into, because now everybody has the God-rolled shotgun, this event, this quest, it's not just sad from a player point of view, it's sad from a franchise point of view. There are so many things that Bungie could have done with this event, or more specifically, the narrative of getting Fellwinter's Lie. And yet, 9 million public events? Even with the modifiers, that's not good content, that's not engaging. This should have been a dungeon. This should have been like Whisper of the Worm, like Outbreak Perfected, like Bad Juju. It's not. But hey, those are just my thoughts. Remember to leave a like, but only if you did, subscribe for more, and hit that bell notification, it really helps the channel out. Donate to my Patreon if you are feeling generous. But above all else, stay frosty.